Let me now go across, in fact, to Manisha Priyam. Manisha, a lot of focus on what AIMIM and the alliance that they have formed with the BSP and also Upendra Kushwaha's party is going to do. How much are they going to dent specifically in the Simanchal region? I also want to focus on one important factor in this election. That is Mukesh Sahani, the son of Malla. For him also, a lot at stake. He walked out, in a dramatic fashion out of that Grand Alliance press conference, has been taken very, effectively and with open arms by the NDA. Of the 11 seats that he got, 5 are now in this phase. He's trying to position himself as a pan-Bihar EBC leader, possibly after the socialist icon Karpuri Thakur.
So I'd like to say that this phase is extremely important because this phase also has a very distinct character in terms of demography. The Muslim concentration is very, very high, 30% or over. There are specific seats where the concentration could be as much as 40% or over. So it means, therefore, that really the critical thing to see is that whether the IMIM and BSP combination and RLSP combination can take the votes away from the Mahagathbandhan, because the Mahagathbandhan seems to be on a slight advantage in this phase. But if the IMIM factor and the combination of IMIM with other parties that are said to be caste representatives works, remember, along with Muslims, it's the Dalits and the EBCs that make a difference in this entire phase. It's a very smooth phase demographically. So I think that is very, very important. The other part of the story is that once a polarization happens here, it tends to go on lines of a religious divide. So I'm not surprised that a Yogi Adityanath came here and said what he did, and that a Nitish Kumar adopted a different posture. The BJP has needed an alliance in Bihar for precisely these two reasons, that the JDU played its card of the Pasmanda Muslim Mahaz or the alliance with poorer Muslims and always had a vote bank amongst the Muslims. That seems to have slipped away from the JDU now. Also, because of the fact that last time the BJP and JDU fought in alliance, this time around there are a number of BJP candidates, important Sangh members who have been denied tickets from the BJP, and therefore the LJP comes back to play. A lot of them have gone over to the LJP. Right. So whether, we don't know whether the BJP or the LJP have an alliance implicitly behind doors or not, but on the ground there are many people who will tell you, ये देखिए ये बहुत पुराने संघ के थे, ये यहाँ के मजबूत नेता थे, but they are now today fighting from the LJP. Now that also helps the BJP adopt a color of mandalization. Remember, BP Mandal was from this area. It adopt a color of mandalization. Okay. But what we must remember, that this is the only area of Bihar where there is a reserved scheduled tribe seat also. So in a sense, the Mahagathbandhan at an advantage. For the BJP and the JDU, it needs to be seen whether the polarized politics of the BJP and the opposite politics of the JDU can combine to produce some results for them, critical for them to win this phase. So lots at stake on this on this round, and we have to see whether the unusual politics at play can yield results to either sides. Yeah.